Hello. Hi, Heidi. How's it going, sweetheart? I hope you got some sleep last night. I kept on doing a whole bunch of things that needed to be done until about 7. So by the time I finished dinner and watched whatever I was watching, uh, I slept really well. I love that. Hello, anyone else who may come in or who watches on the replay. I Well, good grief. I For now, Heidi, let's hope that changes. For now, I am just gonna go and see what happens. Um, I put my jot form in. I'm also going to direct your attention that I uploaded a short of all the brooches that I'm selling today, or that I would like to sell. And there's about, well, let's see, one, two, three, four, five, six, about 27 brooches, from Damascene to probably older than Art Deco, but like early last century, incredible racing pin to old Italian sterling silver wire filigree work. This is like the original, very complicated, although it's probably right on the edge of tourist, but not quite tourist. Oh, Heidi, I it probably uploaded right before I came on. Will you be teaching you? I'll be talking about stuff that's happening for sure. And Heidi, thank you for sending positive vibes. You too, sweetheart. And when I'm almost, I'm everything is set up on virtual antique marketplace for me. I did, in addition to the other things I was doing, I was multitasking. I did a lot of deep diving into selling on that platform. Now I've sold on Whatnot, so it's really not that much different. But in the 2-3 years since I, attempted that when they were brand new, a lot of improvements has happened, and virtual antique marketplace, or Vamp, like Vampire, is just got it so much easier. It's set up. The only issue is that it doesn't work on Windows platform. It has to be an iOS. So I'm charging on my old iPad and praying that me, who is not tech savvy, can figure out how in the world to connect to make. I can set that up, but I want a down camera. In a place like Vamp, you just put everything down on your cloth, your depression bowl, your depression cake plate, whatever. You use a down camera. Now I have a funky down camera, but I have it. And I just have to figure out how to, like, if the software will update, and if I can connect the two things, right? And I think I can. I don't know why I couldn't, but I got to figure it out. It's a lot for me, who is not tech savvy, 65 years of age. Yeah, yeah. To figure this out, it's it's pushing me. But you know what? I'm figuring it out, and I'm making it happen. I mean, uh, yeah, it's uploaded now. Oh, sending file. 8 minutes remaining. It says. I accidentally went into the brooches. Um, yeah, so it's not quite up, but it'll be up anytime. I'm setting my timer. I'm gonna set it. I said yesterday I'd only be on an hour. I'm gonna try for 2, and I didn't bring every. Thank you, Heidi. I made an effort to dress today. Um, every item I bring will be available on the replay, if you rewatch this, you can send me an email right there. You can leave it in the comment section as well. If your emails are not going through, because maybe I need to change this, I have not had time to look into that. There's just not enough hours in my day with chronic pain to do all this. And I don't make enough money to have the luxury of an assistant because I'm not a brick and mortar. To look into my email. So if you cannot get an email through other than the jot form, then leave a comment in this video in the comment section. And in fact, if you leave a comment, that helps my algorithm. So you could just say, hey, nice to see you, but if you want an item, you could leave it there, especially if you're already a customer. And, so yeah, there you go. So yeah, this is August 7th. I mean, how is this possible? And we are going up into the 90s today. And over the weekend, it's an advisory right now, but I guarantee it'll turn into a warning by tomorrow. We're going to be in the hundreds for a couple days, if not through midweek. And I just saw, I mean, this is just me, but I just saw that we're definitely going into a super El Nino this winter. And the last large super El Nino we had like this was in 1997, 98. And I remember that vividly because my husband was traveling up to see his big brother in the mountain range above Sacramento and with the Yuba River. And I told him, I said, don't go. Do not go. It was around Christmas time. I said, the weather's going to be horrible. Please don't go. He was like, and he went. And sure enough, he got trapped up there for 5 days. All the roads were washed out. The river was like 100 times as raging as usual. Cabins and giant, like 5,000-pound boulders were raging down the river. The Russian River, which everyone focuses on here, it was flooded the worst it had flooded since, I think, the turn of the century. So that's going to happen again this year, starting in October, like rain, 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 rain. So that'll be fun. So I do 2-week build-a-boxes. And today is the end of week 1. So then there's next week, and we'll see. And like I said, it's all brooches, all different kinds. And at the end, if I actually have people in here who are interested and, are purchasing, because I love my community. I want you to lurk. I want you to look. I want you to be here. I want you to interact with me because it helps my serotonin and dopamine levels enormously to have people engaging and talking. And then, of course, purchasing helps my business. So if we make it through and, the sale is going well, then I have this whole box of mostly pierced, if not, I think, all pierced 1960s, 1970s earrings, kind of a brushed enamel metal. And they will all be, buy it now, $3, maybe some $4 a piece. So, but that'll be at the end. Yeah. And if I get 20 thumbs up, I'll do a giveaway at the end. Sound good? Oh, Heidi, preparations for the heat and the rain? You betcha, sweet baby. That's an American show. I don't know if you know that, or maybe that wasn't. Maybe you bet. I think that was Laughing. Not the funny English show with that weird guy. What the heck was that show? I can't remember the name, but he was pretty funny. But I think You Bet Your Sweet Bippy is from Laughing. So I do 2-week build-a-boxes. So I invoice out only, at the end of that 2 weeks, about 2 or 3 days afterwards, usually. And sorry, ship out. Usually it would be shipped out today. Now, I didn't have time because I'm pushing myself in every direction. I didn't even have time to shower today. So, but I'm not dirty. I wash. You can't tell anyway. But um so at the end of this, I will be checking on my other platform and checking that my iPad hopefully updated and everything's good. And just all I need to do is put tape and buy the labels. It's really easy, and they'll go out Monday morning. My partner will take them down. Oh, yeah, Heidi, I do too. But no, we dug French drains because of last year, so we're prepared for that. And heat, 10,000 million fans, and don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. So back to the invoicing. PayPal, I use Pirate Ship. And if you ever purchase an item and you want it right away, just tell me. I don't want to go through 2 weeks. I want this one item, get the invoice out, and get it shipped as soon as possible. And that'll happen. I can only do that Monday through Friday because I have to go to the post office. I do not have postal service. No, I do not. And even if I did, I could put a heavy duty locked metal cemented in mailbox down on the highway. But, and maybe they'd pick up packages. But here's the thing. People break into those mailboxes in the middle of the night. So I don't really want to risk that. So that's the way it is. Oh, and I know it's hot there, Heidi. I mean, this is climate change, and also El Nino doesn't just affect, America, United States, whatever you want to call this middle America, right? The whole continent is America. It affects the entire world. And so this extreme heat is the beginning of the warming, and then that's going to create extreme moisture, and you'll get it also. Fun. So, okay, we're doing brooches. And like I said, I did do a short. It should be uploaded any minute. So you can always go over there and look at that. It's a little over 2 minutes long. And if you see a brooch that you're really interested in me bringing up to show you, drop it in the chat. Lurker, say hi to me. It makes a difference in how everything is rolling. For me, for you, yeah. Okay, so let's go. And I have brooches from, just fun to antique to whatever. Hi, Shell Cat. Hi, how are you doing, Shell? Welcome. Hello. You like brooches? Is my short up? I have no idea. I don't know if it's up yet. Just doing brooches today. Thank you for saying hi. That means a lot. Yesterday, I had a long talk with the YouTube world about, hey, I don't know what to do. I am, diversifying my platform, but hey, what do you want me to do? I'm going to start with this. This is a signed brooch. It's one of the, I think a lot of them are from, prior to the 1940s. Then there's also, starting again in I think the 60s. This one seems older than the 60s, and the colors are drool worthy. Okay. Now, do I know the artist? No. I mean, how could I, unless this was a famous hand painted brooch, wood brooch, Russian. I don't know. But you rarely see signatures on these, and it's also really large, and it's just stunning. So and you can also tell it's a toss up because it is on a safety pin. Uh, and I don't know how old safety pins are. That would be an interesting thing to figure out. So there's the signature. Like I said, I have no idea. And I believe, no, just NU. It looks like a BOCCEUD. I mean, that's what I get out of that. Very stylized gold paint. Now, see, this is a wood brooch, lacquered, and it is on a safety pin. But again, it's kind of this thin, a little bit different than what I would expect. But I don't know when. I think safety pins have been around for a long time, but I really don't know. So this is the back. This right here is, I don't even know what that is. I think that's just where they inset the safety pin. I don't know who that is. Where they inset the safety pin and a little bit of lacquer came off like they did that second. I don't know. But look at the front. This is one of the best. It's not iconic, iconography. It's not a religious theme. It's not a folk tale. Look at these layered flowers. They are 3D. This is gold paint. This pearlescent cream with the pink tipped flowers. I have had a lot of these, but this one screams beauty. I mean, I hope this person actually did art in their real life. It is, of course, got shellac over it. It stands up high. Look at that. This is a beautiful brooch. And if I have two different ways to, I was running around at the last minute, like, how can I show this? How can I show this? This is my grandma's old evening bag. It needs some. Is that right? Yeah. Oh, Weezers. It's got stuff on it. I just keep it here as a tool. It needs some stones replaced. One of the many, many repair items I have. But this is stunning. And it starts at 23. I think for what this pin is and a brooch and the quality and how it's 3D. I mean, I would love to have a full painting by this person. I'm sure they're long gone, but maybe I'll try to do a Google Translate of that name. It's almost 3 inches long, like just within an eighth of an inch or a 16th of an inch. And it is 1.5 inches wide at its widest. I think the black actually blows that out. So I had two choices. I was like, well, I have that, and I can grab a postcard from the room that I stayed in at the Madonna Inn when my daughter got married. Just kind of give you a perspective. Look over here. I did not want to stay in this room, but there weren't that many left. He was a cowboy. He won a lot of awards. The Madonna Inn, look it up. I love it. I actually want to go back there. That's a buffalo head. I really wasn't too keen on that room, but that's where we wound up. Okay, so if you come in late, you can look this up and, drop in the price. Or you can, like I said, if my email is not working, please leave something in the comments. And if you're not a regular customer, we'll figure it out. I love this piece. I had a pet. Oh, I'm sure I did. I've had, they come in and out. I have debated keeping this one many times because I've never seen one this nice. Never. So there you go. Okay, we will move on. Thank you, Shell. I appreciate it. You know what's really interesting to me? A few people used to be on Fridays earlier than this, or about the same time as me, and everyone changed their schedule. And today I was desperately looking for someone to watch. I kind of like to watch another reseller before I start and just get a sense of what's going on out there, and it gets me going. And there was just no one on. Happy. Thank you, Happy Ducky. How's it going? Did you see my meltdown yesterday? It wasn't really a meltdown. It was just me being like very, very overly honest. So let me paste my job form again. And again, the short is up in case you don't want to stay the whole time. Well, you may or may not want to look. I don't think I'm going to take it down, but I had some stuff to say. So I said it. And that's okay. I'm doing a lot of diversifying, on my platform, and I'm just I had to say it. I don't know. I'm going to call this brutalist, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it's wax or sand cast. I'm sure it's pewter. I didn't test it for sterling. It's definitely older. It's got that. It might just be from the 60s. It might be older than that. This one has been a mystery for me for a while. And I can't imagine it's sterling. It just doesn't make sense to me. So my prices I'm keeping over on this side because otherwise they just take over most of my screen and it drives me nuts. So yeah, okay, so this blob, it's probably pewter, but that blob reminds me of sand cast, and it even they use that to put the pin on, attached like that. And then see the way that style is, that heavy dutiness in the right there generally means older than the 50s. So it's a mystery. I've had it a while. I don't know. But I think it's really cool, especially if you like the unusual. I can't decide if this reminds me of something you would see on a tree or like a driftwood on the beach. But it took a lot of work to do all this etching and place these drops. I mean, it's very much, it's almost like someone was practicing to start doing silver work. And, again, I don't think it is. And then it has these five brown stones. And even, I mean, it's definitely artisan because it's off center, right? It's a really interesting piece and it's big. So if you like the unusual, this is for you. If you liked, and I do. And this is what I thought. These are a type of acrylic. Those are not stones, just so everyone is clear. That took a lot of work. Let me see if it glows. Sometimes, yeah, I that's what I think. I think it was a test piece, but it does still look great. And it doesn't glow. And these are just plastic. Well, God, it looks like it glows when you do that, which is just crazy because it doesn't. What I wanted to show you, which is not coming through, is that this acrylic stones has the kind of like headlight halo, with the, oh, like Swarovski. So there's that name. Swarovski type of, there you go. There's the lines in the middle. Yeah. Yep. Okay. So let me move that over there. And here's a modern safety pin. Let me look at it and see. I'm just so curious now. Yeah, I mean, they're just a basic deal. Anyone know how long we've been doing safety pins? I'm serious. How long have we been using safety pins? Because that would help to date that brooch. How long have we been doing that? There you go. And it always takes my computer a minute. I don't know. I just think it's really fun. So it is. And I like different. There's so much out there. It's just the same. It's the same old, oh, Desert Rose Trading Company, beads, stretch bracelets, just the same things over and over and over. It's an inch and a half wide and 2 inches long. So when I find something that's unique and unusual, that excites me. When I find artisan made pieces, that excites me. And okay, we're going to move on from that. Again, it's here if you're interested. It's here if you're interested. I'm almost at 500 subscribers. Almost. I'm almost at 500 subscribers. And then YouTube will start pushing my videos out. But with sales being so low, I am diversifying. I'm going over to Vamp. Going to start once a week, but who knows? I may wind up, if it goes well, mainly selling over there and selling here once a week. And I've also got whole boxes to list straight onto eBay. I've got a box to make into jars for eBay. I mean, I'm like divesting my portfolio. Is this a name? I don't think so. It's not, and I have no idea why it's not. This is like a coat pin or a sweater pin. Dolphin. I think it's a dolphin. And it's, I don't know, maybe 80s, maybe earlier. It is a starting bid of 19. Wow, Ducky. That's fantastic. So that just, let's add another thing. That is so cool. Thank you for telling me that. Um, wow. So that's another thing. I have to finish doing my deal to be monetized. I am. I've been pushing, I was only, I was under 300 when my father passed. Then I took 6 months off, and I used to sell with other people more often. And I used to sell household kitsch and jewelry. And I literally brought 15 to 18 items, and that's it. And I did recaps, then I didn't do recaps. So I have built up to almost 500, over 200 subscribers all by myself in 8 months. Now I'm on 3 times a week, but I say, good for me. Hands up. Whoop, 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 whoop. I usually am, Ducky. I just, I'm not the only one. So here is this starting at 19. I'm not the only one who has been diversifying, but I am, because I was a caretaker for 5 years. And, I stopped keeping my eBay account active because I didn't have time to do all that. I didn't take care of myself, for crying out loud. Yeah, I'm late to the party in terms of divesting and stuff that doesn't sell here, putting it right onto eBay or having different selling platforms. I'm tardy to the party, girl. But you know what? The universe creates. I'm in alignment, and everything happens when it's supposed to happen. Look at this huge. I think it's a dolphin. I don't know. It could just be a jumping fish. I love its texture. I love the movement. That's the other thing. If you know anything about me, I love movement. The movement on this piece is outstanding. And I cannot believe, see how large this is. Definitely like a coat pin. It's got that thick bar, so it'll go through thick material. I can't believe this isn't signed. It must have had a hang tag at some point, right? It must have. I'm going to call this she. She must have. So let's put her. Oh, she's all upside down. That's not nice. I don't need to move this light over here. She is so good. Okay, and then on black, I don't want to put that through the velvet, but you can get an idea. I am instantly at the beach with this piece. Instantly. Let's see. This piece is a little over 2 inches wide in its little jump. And then from tail, I'm going to measure it kind of sideways, tail to fin on the top, 3 inches. Yeah. And of course, it's a little bit heavy because it's a coat pin. So I tell you what I'm going to do with this piece. Some of these I can't do anything like that. But I will do, for right now, during this sale only, a price drop to a starting bid of 16 fish. Just this. 15. And I this is not a Temu. This is vintage. Now, it's not antique. And I prefer that vintage be, you know, 1960s or older. 1970s is okay. Uh, the rule is 20 years. So, I mean, that's nuts, but whatever. So, there you go. I dropped it to a starting bid of 16, but I can't go lower than that. So, moving on. Thank you for looking. We'll put little fishy away. Oh, no, we won't. I know well. Well. Oh, thank you, Heidi and Ducky. Noel's in at 16. Noel, thank you. Noel has been with me for 3 years off and on. And Noel, you always make me laugh. It's every time you wait till I put it away. And then you bid. Thank you, honey. Were you here for my breakdown yesterday? Did you leave part of the way through because you were like, I don't need to listen to that? I don't blame you. Fair warning, last call. Someone would have to come in at 17 or higher. Right now, been talking about it a long time. I love this. I think it's a dolphin. But, what do I know? And I'm going to continue to say, it's a dolphin. Thank you, Noel. Thank you, Noel. 16. And I'm going to say dolphin. Coat, brooch, or pin. Okay. I don't think I have a Noel. I try to keep all these little tags for my regular buyers and just reuse. And I did just pack up a Noel package. Noel. There you go. Hi, Deborah. Hello. Well, I'm happy. I'll tell you what I'm happy about. I am happy that people were probably here and also probably left, but didn't leave me entirely because I was speaking, my truth about trying to be a reseller. So thank you. I hope you're well, Deborah. It is hot, hot, hot. Hot, hot, hot. Okay, this is a starting bid. I don't know why I did that. Sometimes I forget I put it on all caps and then I don't know what the heck I'm doing. This is a awesome pen. And in fact, hold on. This is very much a sign of, so it starts at 38. This is very much a sign of really like Downton Abbey, kind of very turn of the century up to 1920s, but I am holding this in my hand and I believe it's turn of last century, not 1920s Art Deco. The fish is pretty fabulous. Yeah, the fish is pretty fabulous. This, or did you jump ahead and know what I was going to show? This race dog, that's what I'm calling it. It's a greyhound, obviously. It is pewter. I need to pull this over here. There you go. Oh, perfect. Boy, there's a lot I got to figure out. No, yeah, the greyhound. Oh my gosh. This greyhound I mean, I honestly believe I could start this at $50 without blinking. And I will bring it over to Vamp and do just that. So let's talk about him. His nose, he is missing 1, 2, 3 of the paste rhinestones. Or wait a minute, maybe 2. Nope, all 3 of them. All 3 of them. Now, and I'm sorry, my computer, every time I move away from it, it takes a minute to refocus. Like the computer, it goes dark and then it has to get brighter. I don't understand that. But and I've tried to fix it in my settings. I can't. There you go. See? It has black painted enamel inside its ears. Has a red. It's still there, but it's less. Collar. It has a red saddle with a black tie. Black tail. It had black paws, some of which is still there. I mean, and this guy is just full on going. The saddle right here is the paste rhinestones, and on the top is it 3? No, just 2 rectangular stones. And it does shine. I mean, he's fabulous. It's extremely detailed. Here is the back. See the very old pin. Pewter. I mean, I even just went ahead and double checked, if it was sterling. And it held up just a little bit, for like about 30 seconds. So it's possible some of the front was plated, but that back, that's like a blob of pewter. And see the age of that pin and the way. Let me show you this. Where is it? I have to get over here. Where is he? There it is. Galago. Oh. Is a Galago. Oh, in Belgium. Greyhound. Galago. Oh. Interesting. I did not know that. So I'm trying to show you. Do you see how old the spring ring is on this clasp? It is heavy duty construction. And it's barely got, it's hard to show. It has the slightest bump up, 2 little ones to open and close it. It's very unique. This is a high-end, think Downton Abbey, gentleman's pin to wear when they went to the races. This is not something you see every day. And I think if you do a screenshot, let me see if I can kind of do this. If you do a screenshot and look it up, unless they don't know what they have, even with the wear, see that? It's a very unusual pin and super thick, once again, to go through a jacket, right? Like people were hunters. They had and bred racing horses, racing dogs. Yeah. So this was meant to go through a jacket. It's a nice thick pin. It's absolutely incredible. Okay, Heidi. Melly, did Melly pop in? You did pop in. especially if it's enameled. Pot metal are like with rhinestones. People are just collecting those. Ah, I touch space with you later. You wouldn't believe. Oh, Melly. Yay, you're getting it done. Girl, I'm getting it done too, Melly. I am getting it done. So much. You should watch the end of my sale yesterday, Melly. You want to see Lucinda get, the what I call upset. It's like barely even upset. You know, 2.5 inches long, full on sprint. And yeah, these are so collectible. Melly's backing me up. These things, I'm selling this at a ridiculously low price. Almost an inch high from pot to nose. And I know, again, those 3 stones are gone right there. But, and I don't have paste stones in that size. And I could, you know, repair this. See, my computer always gets dark when I move away. I could repair it with different, newer stones, but that's not right. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. It needs to just have its history and its age. Yep. Melly. Cutter would be like extremely heavy for a brooch. Oh, yeah, pewter. Oh, pot metal. Oh, I see. Yeah, yeah, pot metal because of the blob. Yes, thank you, Melly. Yep, pot metal. Yep, thank you. Pewter would be extremely heavy for a brooch, right? No, it's pot metal. Thank you. I'm using the P O and P E in the wrong way. You're right. You are right. You watched the replay. You fell asleep to my ranting and raving. I wasn't ranting and raving. I was just seriously talking. I was just seriously asking a question. It's just like, hey, what's happening? What do people want? What do I do? I don't know. I was just talking. But, I was talking in a serious way where, pretty much everyone left right away. And I mean, who could blame them? Nobody. But sometimes I need to say what I need to say. So I did. Yes, that's right. Paste is just glass. That's right. That's why I say paste stones. Yeah. Oh my gosh, they can be worth more than diamonds. Yeah. No, I mean, what did I start that at? 30, I don't know, 38, 39, whatever it was. Collectors would pay probably, I don't know, 150 for that. People don't, yeah, they want pot metals, right? Because that's antique. The pot metals came later. Thank you, Millie. Okay, this is a starting bid of 17. It is a designer, but it's not signed. It's not signed. Now, I'll tell you this. I'm going to take a sip of water while I show it. Starts at 17. I did know who made this. I did. But I haven't showed this in so long that, and I didn't, I do now. Now, every time I research something, I put the paper in the bag and they never separate. So I did know, but I don't anymore. I think this is like a 1980s. Now I feel like the light is too much. Let's move it over here. Okay, Melly. Oh, okay. It's only the ones that have the black dot in the middle. Wait, Melly, before you go, are you talking about the paste stones that have the black dot? Melly? Is that what you're saying to me? I think that's what you're saying to me. Sorry. So this is layered, and it's that brushed gold metal. I don't know if this is meant to be leaves or a huge type of flower. To me, it seems more like harvest time leaves. Okay. All right, Melly. I think Melly's talking about the black stones, the paste with black in the middle. So it's very dimensional. The leaves are curled up like that. Here's the back. The pin back just barely comes through, so I take it back. This is early 70s. And it's not Trifari or Monet, but it had a hang tag. It's a designer pin, and it's huge. Huge. I always want to know what Melly's cooking. I forgot to ask. I've been seeing so many people who are buying the big cuts of meat and then butchering them into the smaller pieces. And I'm going to start doing that. Economy wise, it makes sense. 3 inches long, and at its widest, 2 inches. Yeah, it's gorgeous. And I can do a whole brooch sale over on my other platforms. I can list this. I mean, so that's basically the plan. So we'll pass on that. My plan is items like this are going to go over on Vamp, Virtual Antique Marketplace, and if they don't sell after one go round, they are going right onto eBay, either in a lot or by itself. I need to move stuff in, and I need to move stuff out. So I will drop this for this sale to $15 right now. So if anyone's interested, $15. Now this Greyhound. Actually these may not even. I have to look at this closer. I'm pulling my Greyhound over here to look at. Yep. Okay. How about, something like whatever's. This is going to be a buy it now of $8. Bug brooch. There's the back. This one is a little confusing. No, it's not. There you go. It's got a name. So $8 is probably going to be a bargain. It's got a name, because I was going to say it's not Temu. I know it's not Temu. Ugh. Okay, now I just have to try to get my eyes to cooperate. And I'm fighting with insurance right now, so oh my Lord. What is it trying to say to me? It's got a name. I can't read it. I'll try to show y'all. I can't. See the name? There's a name right in there. It's not Temu, but I can't make it out whatsoever. So moving on. It is a cicada, is what I believe. That's enameled. The wings have beautiful detail. I love the bright summery look. I mean, this certainly might meet the 20-year mark, and the name there, it might be Carrara, which in fact is a designer. It's got the black head. It's a really nice pin. It's a really nice brooch. It what is that? There is a, it's hard to tell. So there's a couple things. Darby got it. Just to show you, this is just gold and gold tone, but then it looks like there's an inset little rhinestone right there. So Darby, Melly, 25. Oh honey, I think you're lagging. I don't know what's happening. Melly, what's happening? This is a buy it now and it's sold to Darby. Melly, I don't know what's happening. Melly, honey, didn't you go cook? What's happening, Melly? $25. Melly, uh, you need to refresh. What was $25, my darling? Oh, now I'm writing Melly when I should be writing Deborah. Hold on. Oh, Heidi is not at 111. Is the a cicada? The cicadas are actually bigger than this. This guy, well, this is about a 2-inch long, but they can be up to 4 inches depending on what part of the country you're in. So, Melly, honey, what is $25? Melly, yeah, whoa. What is that for? I have no idea. Was the designer brooch I brought up that much? I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's happening. And Heidi's definitely not at 111. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Let me put that on the screen. I don't think I did. Yeah, right. But I don't know, Melly honey, I don't know what the $25 was for. Or maybe you were saying something else about 25. You know me, you know me by now. I'm easily confused. That's a fact. That's a fact. I easily am like, what? So I don't know what's happening. It looked like you bid $111 unless nobody has bid. Oh, Heidi put up 3 arrows to tell me there was a bid for the buy it now bug pin. Oh, Melly, that was a buy it now, honey. Oh, gotcha. I'm sorry, sweetie. That was a buy it now. And I haven't been pulling them over onto my screen. Many people don't because it takes up the whole bottom over here. And then I have to like angle over and angle up. I get it. Okay. Sorry. I got it. I got it now. Okay. No, Heidi didn't bid. Did Heidi, did you bid? Wow, Melly. I wonder if something really weird is going on the YouTube phone. Heidi put up 3 up arrows like that to let me know there was a bid. 1, 2, 3. Did that on your phone look like $111? Yeah. Okay. It was a buy it now. So the minute Darby put in 8, I said that Darby got it. Heidi uses black arrows. So, yeah. Sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah. Oh, Ducky. There you go. Thank you. That was weird. Otherwise, we would have bid on for sure, Melly. I'm sorry. I hate that. When that confusion happens, that happens to me. I apologize. I'm sorry for the confusion. Yeah, lately the AI bots in YouTube are doing a lot of that stuff. Okay, this is a gorgeous 800 sterling silver Italian filigree sailboat brooch. Yeah, exactly, Melly. Yep, I got it. I'm sorry. Um, and this is going to start at a ridiculously low price for the work. If Melly, listen, you wouldn't believe some of the stuff I see. So I totally got it. So starts at 36. Um, I love this style. People are just in and out and in and out. I love this style of brooch. Some people have no interest in it, but I do. Oh yeah. Oh no, don't apologize, Melly. We've all been there. I can't tell you. There's been several times where I've said, "Hey, wait a minute, I was in," or "Hey, wait a minute, whatever," and then sometimes the resellers just call it like favorites and stuff, and I just, it's very annoying. And once they call it, they won't like fix it, and I'm not like that. If it had been an auction, I would have let you know first that she didn't bid, and second that you could bid higher than 8. So this is the back of it. And actually, I'm seeing 800. I think this is actually 925. This is that very fine. It is a roll under clasp. This is a very fine example of the old, very intensive. I mean, they still do this on some modern pieces. And again, it does have the blue enamel up on the flag and green at the base of the boat. You can see how even that's just a little bit off centered. Look at all those pieces of, I'm leaning forward. I've got to stop doing that. Sorry, I'm adjusting myself. Look at all those pieces of sterling silver wire that they started with and swirled it down here to then all the way like here and pulled over to make that. This is art. Even the stem, I'm looking at this. No, not the stem. The stem of the boat is solid. And like I say, I think this is probably a 1950s late-ish. Look how far the pen is. It might even be 1930s. The bottom of the boat is incredible. This and the flag, it bends back here. It's got a top. This art took forever to make. They don't do it anymore. Oh, okay, hold on. What what is happening? Wait a minute. Okay, I have to put this pen down. Something's happening in my chat. What is going on? What's going on? No. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, Melly was in the kitchen, so she didn't see it. And apologize for the trouble, but it wasn't any trouble. Darby, want to sell it? I have the matching bug. Oh, I would have got it had I not been cooking. Oh, Melly. Wish you could, and then Heidi wishes she could support me with $111. I'll even give you your jewelry lot for free and spiff it up. What? To Darby? My good Lord, y'all. And then Darby says, of course, Melly, no need to bribe me. Pass the bug to Melly. Heidi's up. The bug is loved. Pass the bug to Melly, please. And then Melly's going to gift her something. And okay, y'all. I totally get it. I love this bug. But I mean, a lot of people are like, ew, bugs, clowns, ugh. Retract. Sold to Melly for $8. Melly, check your pot. Yeah, check your cooking. Okay. Sorry, y'all. Y'all are doing all that, and I've like moved on. And so, okay, Melly got the bug pin. I'm going to write Melly's name over here, which I actually started doing instead of Deborah's. So I must have like intuitively known that this was going to happen. Okay, Heidi, thank you for your help. Wow. Oh my gosh. Melly, you guys are funny. Okay. I get it though. Did you get the matching one from me? Because I think I have had two in the last like 5 months. Okay, let me change this to Melly. Melly, this is Melly's bug. I love this bug. Spider, the old vintage spiders. Yeah. Okay, that was really nice, ladies. Yes, Heidi, you do. You know, Heidi, if you're willing and you want to, I can actually bring your voice. I can send you a link to my sales, and you can just be here small and just your voice with like a picture, and you can talk. And that way you could talk to me when you need to get my attention. Other resellers do that. So, okay. So we're going back to this in starting at $36. It's probably 925, not 800. Made in Italy, hand work, intensive, sailboat filigree work. We got back there, y'all. Now what's happening? Wait a minute. What? Boat horn for Heidi. Okay. Yes, no. Melly, you're buying it now. As far as I know, that's what's happening. I don't see anywhere else. You're buying that. This boat, we've moved on. The bug is yours for $8. Y'all are don't confuse me more than my brain already stays confused, please. It is 2 inches wide. The sailboat itself, which is this is so good. Y'all have, I mean, they even did on the bottom where it's open. It's solid on the back, filigreed in the front, and there's an open space right here to mimic an actual boat. This is, they just don't do work like this anymore. Not by hand. And I mean, they do on some, like pounding it out in China, whatever. They do some much less, but same style in Italy, but they don't go to this much trouble anymore because they're selling, except for some high-end pieces that cost a lot. This costs more than what I'm starting it at new. I'll tell you that right now. And like I said, it's at least the 1950s, and it is 1 3/4 inches tall. Yeah, it's a beautiful piece. And then we're going to move on. I'll show it to you on Grandma's purse. They actually called her Granny. It's a beautiful piece. It's a beautiful piece. Sterling silver. Look them up. Look them up, and then come back. Then come back here and buy it. Okay, moving on. Thank you all for being here. You're amusing me greatly. Appreciate that. I mean, I was not having a bad day yesterday, but I just needed to get some things out of my system. But I was in a good mood yesterday, believe it or not. So, Heidi, if you ever want to come in with your voice like that and you want me to send you links, I absolutely will. And if you want to come in on Vamp when I do sales, we just have to talk about the timing of when those sales are going to be and just be there to support or point anything out or whatever. You know, you can log in on your computer, but you have to have iOS. You've got to have an Apple or an iPad to go on Vamp. So just a heads up. I will stream on Facebook, but that will just be me showing you my sale. But you can't do anything on Facebook. I mean on Facebook. Starting over. YouTube. You can't do anything on YouTube except watch or comment. You know, you have to have an iPad or your iPhone, and then you can be on Vamp. Yep. And you don't need to download the app. No, you don't. Okay, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. And I did test it. I had it sitting back in my to be tested for a long time. And I went ahead and pulled it and tested it today. And it holds up to 14 karat gold. I am not an expert, but I do not believe it's plated. I will say that I know that the green is glass. I know that the green is glass. And I'll put green glass to denote this. There you go. I know that the green is glass. Oh, you know what? I haven't used this in forever. I have a brooch holder. Okay, see, that's what I'm saying. I just haven't done brooches hardly at all, just here and there for a long time. I don't think it's plated, and I'm going to tell you why. So I should have put that. So let's put that. Now, be on a roll, Heidi. I get it. Sometimes I'm on a roll and I'm in someone's chat and I'm actually like moderating and I'm saying all this stuff and I'm like, oh my gosh, shut up. But I'm just like in a mood, especially first thing in the morning. This is outstanding. This is one of two things. It's either towards the turn of the century, which would make a lot of sense to me, or 1960s. And I'm not sure which. This is all that filigree work on the edges. Then it's burnished, or I don't know the proper word for that. I wish I did. Then it has 3 loops, and this is in like a flower, and those 3 loops come down with these pearls. Now, I looked at this piece. Let's go to these prongs. These prongs are also filigree. They are round. You see that? They're not crown or finger, but they're rounded. So it's almost like they took this filigree work from here and took wire over and did more filigree work to do the prong setting? I know that's a little distorted. And the pearls have a luster, but and none of it has come off. I'll look at it under my loupe. The top and the bottom are pinkish, and the middle is white, and there is no chipping or flaking of any kind, which says to me maybe they are real pearls. Maybe. I think this was a high-end piece. But the green, me too. The green in the middle has like a darker section, leaving me, I couldn't find like inclusions or any of that. So I kind of, that leads me to think it's glass. It may be like a Peking glass. Here's the back. There's that older pin type. I do believe, I know this thing is a little dirty. The pin barely comes out. So it's a mystery to me. It's 14K. It's absolutely gorgeous. But I cannot tell, and I didn't look it up because I've had this so dang long. I didn't look it up to try to get an age on if it's antique or if it's 1960s. So there you go. Last twitches, Heidi. Don't twitch out on me now. So there's the tiniest bit of glow, but what I will say about that is if it's glass, or even if it was like Peking glass, like the bracelet that I brought last night that I'm gonna either bring on Vamp and then list on eBay. Peking, which is an old green type of glass made in Czechoslovakia, does not really glow. So that doesn't change my mind. This is a delicate, gorgeous piece. And yeah, it starts 24 for 14 karat gold with the filigree work. It's a steal. And the pearls, the glass, the green is glass. As far as I can tell, I don't see inclusions. But the pearls, they might be real. They're tiny, but they might be real. It's 1.25 inches around. Yeah. And I believe this is actually much older, wear right here on your scarf, like 1910, 1920s piece. Based on my knowledge of costume. But I can be wrong. This would look gorgeous on a chain, a vermeil gold tone chain. This would be so pretty. Look at that. And I have $10 and I'll throw in a chain. I can get a gold one, 16 inches about there, or 18 inches about there. And then you would have a 2-for-1. Nope, not signed. Not signed. But think about it. Everything about this, it's quality. It's quality. I will order my Presidium this weekend. I literally am taking advantage of the summer heat which on the one hand, you don't want to leave your house and you need to be with a fan and hardly dressed, right? But on the other hand, it when it's hot, I have less pain both in my back and my upper body fibromyalgia that goes, from my shoulder blades all the way up to the top of my head. So I'm really pushing it and working. So we're going to keep doing that. Okay, y'all. How about this? This is Trafari. Yep. This is a gorgeous harvest piece. Starting bid of oh no, mine gets better in the heat. I don't know why, but I don't want to jinx it, Heidi. And this is a pendant and a brooch. So let me put that in. It's a brooch and pendant. And I believe, see, this is before I started putting, that's really weird. Hold on. This is before I started researching every single piece immediately and putting the information in. No, no, it's not Trafari. No wonder it's not Trafari. And something else going on, which cannot be correct. Okay, I want my bigger loop. I got to get a different loop. Until I can sort out all this insurance stuff and get my eyes checked. It's got a copyright and it's got numbers. So this is not Trafari. So that actually makes it better. Yeah. Oh, you have RA. Well, spinal stenosis is RA, but I don't actually have RA. So change name. It's actually a Boo. And I know I'm not spelling that right. And it's like a 60s piece. This is also a really desirable collector. Still starting at 22. These leaves right here are a takeoff on antique pieces. I had a beautiful antique piece with super thin this type of leaf design, and one broke off, and I still have it, but it's not really repairable. And then it's layered. So this is the pendant where you can hang it on a necklace. And I know I'm not spelling the maker correctly. This is the back. Just coming through late 60s, early 70s. And you can also tell by the way the rollover is. And I apologize. There's numbers over here, but it's not 925 because I kept thinking, gosh, am I missing that? Maggie! Hey, kitty. No. I don't know what you're doing, but no. My cat seems to want to scratch my chair. She's never done that. Angelica, how's it going, sweetie? So if you look up that name, and I'm telling you, put in that and it'll change it to the correct name. This is a very desirable collectible. And this is the make or the model. Any other piece, I would think it was trying to tell me 925, but these numbers look more like 359 or something. And it would be, again, gorgeous as a pendant. And if you don't have a chain, I can get you a gold sterling silver one, an additional $10 to the starting price of 22. And it's not Trifari, it's the other name. And it's substantial. It's got weight, but not outrageous amount. I used to, it's been so long since I've done brooches. I can't believe it. 2 inches at its widest and 2 inches at its longest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 swirls with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 layers to build up the pieces and the 2 leaves. There you go. Thank you, Heidi. I knew I was doing something wrong. It's really nice. Yep. Think about it. Let me know. It's going down for now. And I am going to do the earrings at the end. I would like to sell some more brooches. Hopefully I do. Hopefully I do. If any of you missed this, I mean, I don't do recaps. Go back and look. This hand-painted, signed Russian brooch is 3D. And the colors on this, they should have been an artist. This is so beautiful. I still am confused. Look at the layering. And then, of course, it's got the shellac. It's wood. Safety pin signed. Go back, find the price if you're interested. This is so beautiful. Okay. Thank you, Heidi. Heidi, you need to get some refreshing dreams. You need to get some sleep someday. I worry about that. I think about you a lot. When I'm going to sleep, I'm thinking, God, did Heidi get any sleep? This is a good one. Oh, you could not identify the marabou. It's a very well-known designer costume jewelry. So, Heidi, I'm not sure. It may not end in an X. So sometimes you need to, if in a search, if you type in that whole string of words, right, and say costume jewelry vintage brooch, then it will come up with, did you mean this name? But so you have to give it more information than just the name. Oh, the Russian one. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Heidi, we need to talk, girlfriend. I know those ones really well, honey. I know. I know. I have PTSD from when I was very young and just repeated incidences. So I know that one, and I know the nightmares, and I'm so sorry. So this is beautiful. This is absolutely beautiful. It's on rods, and the cool thing about these rods, in the middle, they put another teeny tiny AB crystal on top of the rods. These ones is just straight rods, but these ones, they put AB crystals in the middle, and then you see this standard starting piece for brooches that they made, and then the jewelry makers would wire together whatever they want. And they have those small pieces to the big round pieces here, to then in the middle, these ones right here are almost like bullet, really long oval, and the whole thing stacks up. It's got a very light AB coating. The whole thing stacks up pretty high. So with these, they take the rods and they bring it through and, secure it there, and then they put this back over it. And this is just a roll under clasp. So this is definitely, and it's riveted, which makes sense because they had the rivet the front to the back. 1950s, and it's heavy. This is a heavy piece and a big piece. This is an unusual, and like I said, it's light AB coating. It's a good one. It's a good one. That is what I'm going to say. It's a good one. Sparkle, sparkle. Yeah, Heidi, we actually extremely alike. Maybe we should, I want to write a book about my life as like a, talking about what it was like back then, and like a cathartic thing, and kind of, for moms and dads who aren't paying attention, to pay attention, to step up and be parents. So, maybe that's something I could start a whole nother channel and do that, but that would be a whole different thing than a sale. It's a half an inch high. This brooch is a half an inch high. And what did I totally forgot about that. 1.5 inches in diameter. And it's heavy. It's heavy. My scale is hiding under boxes. Yeah, I know, right? That's kind of my problem with that. If I was to measure this in grams, I'm thinking the weight of these crystals under here, 6 to 8 grams, maybe 10 to 12. It's heavy, and it's just gorgeous out in the sun. The glimmer, blinded by the light. Blinded by the light. I've had this for a long time. I don't, starts at 33. I will do, it's worth 33. And I mean, that's the thing. I gotta say, for a while, these were selling really high. Then the market went whoosh, on items like this. Well, it's back up. It's like really back up. But for this sale, I will do this, and I'm moving on. So if someone's interested, you will have to let me know. Price drop, starting bid on this one, this sale, $29. That's the best I can do. It's really so well done. Okay. Let's do this little, I love this little thing. It's like a 1960s, I'm going to call it, it's a buy it now for $14. I'm going to call it Mardi Gras. Although I'm just saying that, and I don't even think I'm spelling Mardi Gras right, because why would I? I never do. I mean, that's not true. This is from the 50s or 60s. I have to tell you, I used to do book reviews. I can edit books. I wrote papers like nobody's business. People used to come to me and say, how do you spell that? How would you write that? I need help. I tutored people. I'm really good at it. But when I'm selling live and I'm typing, multitasking like this, because I have still some traumatic brain injury, I get lost. So we'll go back to the back in a minute, but you can see it goes through, and it's the type of pin back right after swedge. Look at this, all the different rhinestones. It's almost like it's meant to be a king or a queen or a jester, right? So that's what came to my mind, was like a court jester. There's reds here, dark blue, reds, and a black, and then clear. Gold tone. Did not test if it was gold. Can't imagine that it is. There's Noel. It's relatively small. It is Noel's now. But let me just finish showing it so everyone sees. I mean, I have so much really good quality. Oh, and the stone on the top is one of those like headlights. These are really good stones, and they're actually glass. See what I mean? That's a 1960s pinback. Really nice. Good pickup, Noel. And it's a little over an inch. Okay. Noel, I didn't put it away. You were supposed to... you were supposed to sneak attack me. Yeah, but you were probably like, I need that before someone else gets it. Thank you, Noel. Noel, do you have a set that... oh, yeah, well, I know you do collect everything. But do you have a set you think this will go with, Noel? Just curious. Because you have, you have so much. Thank you, Noel. Yeah. So Noel has the big fish, and then this needs its own little bag. I don't want it to get scratched with the big dolphin. So we're just going to take a second and do that. Woo, I can feel the heat. I know it's hot, but man, tomorrow's going to be terrible. I can tell. Okay, there is Noel's. All right. Thank you so much, Noel. Oh, maybe Noel knew that Darby would bid against her. So she was like, I'm not waiting. So one more time, just in case you were not on yesterday, I am going to be bringing items like this to Vamp. I used to sell this for vintage, beautiful porcelain, hand-painted items like this when I first started and did only 15 items at a time. This is an iRice. Late 50s, early 60s Japan hand-painted porcelain vase. And iRice is Japan. I will be bringing small, easily shippable, not heavy items like this over onto my Vamp platform. Now, if anyone who's here, this is about 3 inches, maybe 3.5 inches tall. It is porcelain. If anyone here is interested in this right this minute, this would be starting at $19. 18. It'd be starting at 18. So if someone here, and these are, I don't know, it kind of looks like a lily with almost a Buddhist symbol down there, but then as you go up, it looks like a rose. I'm not sure. And this is orange. All hand painted. So you, it's like cold painted. There's no clear coat. I can feel the paint, so it's in mint condition. Considering that, and items like this are beautiful if you um, collect the shorter, like hat pins or other items. You can put those coming out of here. So this, it's so delicate, Heidi. The fact that this has survived. So it would start at 19. And this kind of thing, I have a whole shelf. Someone is currently helping me. It looks like I have an antique mall all across one wall in my main living space. And that's just one place where all this stuff is. And I have, like 3 cobalt blue pieces that are incredible that were they're antique, that we went to a child tea set, things like that. Yeah, yep, exactly, Heidi. Yeah. So stuff like that I love, but the little things, the ones, a lot of it I'm keeping, but a third to maybe almost a half I'm getting off of. And I have these incredible, anyone here, hold on, as long as I'm on this subject, let's just go there. I'll just show a couple of them. I'm going to bring my first edition antique books. Scarlet Sister Mary. This is a first edition. My dad read these books 1928. 1928. Let's see. Ooh. Racy right off the bat. Scarlet Sister Mary, Chapter 1. We're just taking a time out here. The black people who live in the quarters at Blue Brook Plantation believe they are far the best black people living on the whole neck, as they call that long, narrow, rich strip of land lying between the sea on one side and the river with its swamps and deserted rice fields on the other. There are no Guinea Negroes with thick lips and wide noses and low ways, or Dinkas with squatty skulls and gray-tinged skin betraying their mean blood. They are Gullahs with tall, straight bodies and high heads filled with sense. There you go. This is some history that can be offensive, but could also be fascinating. And if immediately I tagged in, if you don't know about the Gullahs and Gullah Island, go find the documentary. It is beautiful. It will make you cry. It is incredible. So I will be selling books like that. And then like this book, the Boy Scouts Alliance with the Boy Scouts with the Alliance in France. This has got to be a little older because it's that green and orange. There's also some black and white pictures. It's got to be a little newer. Oh, no, it's older. 1915. 1915. I'm not going to read out of this book. 1915. My goodness. And I'm quite sure this is a first edition. There's illustrations. So, yeah, I'll be selling stuff like that. I bought them because I collect a lot of things. And I also bought them because my father, avid reader. And how do you write Gullah? Like this. Gullah. And look for island, Gullah Island. It's God, it's beautiful, and it'll make you so happy, and it'll make you cry. Yeah. Okay, moving on, because I want to get through the brooches and the earrings. And yesterday, I really didn't have much of a sale, so I'm going to do this thing, because then this weekend I've got a million other things to do. But when has that not been true? Starting bid of, yeah, look for it. I haven't seen. I saw it at the movie theaters when it came out. So I you may have to do some diving on streaming stuff to find it. I don't know. Fact of the matter is, it makes me want to go pull it up. I haven't seen it in years. No, like literally years. So this starts at 24 and it's melt glass, but it's so unusual. It is, I'll show you. I mean, it's even got like the long fingers. This piece I've never been able to decide if it's like, towards the turn of last century or looking before I show it to all of you. Yeah. Or if it's like 60s. Yeah, my jury's out. This is, I mean, like I say, I'm not an expert in everything. And I don't know. So what I see in the way that they did this like bar pin, I see butterflies. Right? Like this in the middle with the two nice quality rhinestones. I see a butterfly. I'm trying to get my elbow comfortable. Sorry about that. And then you see how it's curved in. The prong setting, it's got the long fingers that then go over top, right? And at the end on each one is nether rhinestones. So if you look at it like this, you see how much it curves inwards, and then at the end, this one, it goes kind of backwards, kind of to balance it out, I guess. It's really, really well done. Here is the pin back. And you see this is thicker because it's a bar pin. It doesn't really stick out here. So I don't think it's a 1970s piece, which is why I start wondering, milk glass. Is it turn of the century? You know, I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. I really don't know the answer to it. But I know it's a unique design. Now, say what? Or you're hitting the library. There you go. Okay, the timer is on, but I have to stay in here and babysit. You're babysitting the food, Melly? So the reason I know it's just black and white milk glass and then those four rhinestones, but it's unusual. And, I talk about that all the time. I curate with an eye to what all of you might want, but also with an eye to the unusual. And the jury's out for me. Look at the metalwork. It's really good. Yeah, I've never found another one like this. Now, I haven't looked it up in probably a year, so maybe one has appeared by now. But, you know, let's see, started at 24. I can't drop the price much. It is 3 inches long. It is, kidding. So this is a price drop just for the sale to 21. And it is a bar pin. So it's not a coat pin. And that's the other reason why I'm thinking maybe earlier, and I haven't really checked for a ring of fire, and it actually went like this on the ties at the turn of the century, or it held a lady's shawl on pre-sweater clip days. Don't know, but I tell you what I do know. I love it. And like I said, I haven't looked it up in over a year, so I'm going to do that sometime when I can get there, right? I'm just checking if that doesn't really help. Uranium on white doesn't help, but I am. I wish I was near the sun so I could see if any of this melt glass had ring of fire on the edges, because that would definitely help me date it, but I would need to be in the sun. So moving on. We're all good. Moving on. Oh, yes, that would be. It would be gorgeous in your hair. Yeah, I like that idea. Oh my God. And you know what I would do to do that? I would just pin it onto I have these little, whatever in the heck they are, velour, and just pin it onto that. Ooh, that's fancy smancy. Good idea, Heidi. I like that. Okay. Moving on. Starting bid of $42, 1920s. Oh, well, don't be sorry. You know what? I find that often I have to say a lot because A, it's entertaining, but B, it's knowledge, and C, sometimes it's just hard for people to imagine different scenarios of how you would use stuff. That would even be really cool in a shadow box with white gloves and, a small compact or a hand mirror or. So this is a starting bid of 42. It is. These are 1920s. I know. Okay, so listen. I know they have the swedge back, so they could be dated to the 1950s. But everything else about them just says earlier to me. So they might be 1950s. I'm not an expert on everything. I just have the vibe of these being much earlier. Oh, I love that. Oh, that's right, because you do acting. That's right. So here's the 2 pins. And I'm going to, just do it fast because I want to start moving a little faster. But these are important. So here's the matching set, and they're open in the back. So the minute I put my finger there, so lingerie pins would literally be where you're holding your cameo up straps right here, or your hosiery, right? And it's just that extra kind of fancy surprise. Yeah. So the reason why I'm going there, let's give my camera a minute to focus. And let's move this light out of the way. I think it's annoying. Is because these rounded prongs, and then this one has the long finger prongs. And I presume this is glass. I just presume this is glass. I didn't even test if it was gold. I just have a hard time imagining that it is. But hey, I could be really screwing up. And the stone in the center is a touch darker. It's there. This is a lighter smoky topaz. This is darker. And then it has these carefully placed beautiful rhinestones. Let's see if we can get one to focus because they're the higher quality. Oh, good Lord. They are the higher quality, like that Swarovski and other people would use, where they have the lines coming up. There you go, over there. See it? Really good quality. And they are wrapped. See, it's wrapped around on the backside, and the stones are pointed and sticking out. So I know it's a switchback like 1950s. I see that. It's also riveted construction. And like I said, these are these big stones pointed, probably glass. And with the swedge, they had to even bring a piece down here to hold this. Imagine having this. There is the pin back. It's an older style. So 50s or 20s, I don't know, but look at this detail. So imagine, started at, did I put the start in? $42, sorry. I can't drop these. I imagine putting these on, what the heck were those called that held up your hosiery? Oh my gosh. The long straps and the clips, and they held up your nylons because they were just, I can't talk to them. Oh, yes, Melly. So, like I said, they could be 50s. They're just so, because the swedge. But you see that? And then the way they are pointed. And like I said, I just imagine these more in the 20s than I do in the 50s. That's all I'm saying. Yeah. Jarratellas. I cannot imagine being, and then they have like a construction where it's almost a sunburst. Hopefully you can see that, Melly. I'm sorry. See that? And like I said, I didn't test on the Presidium. This was something I wanted to test on the Presidium, but I'm assuming they're glass, and I did not test for gold. And then see the pin back construction. Yeah. That almost looks like inclusions. Anyway, interesting. Yeah. Here they are, 42. They're beautiful, and they are, I need to test these on the Presidium. If they don't sell, that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to test the other for gold. They are about an inch. They're big. They're big. And I wish I was that damn fancy. I wish I was young and I was like, hey, honey, come take my stockings off, right? Okay. Bye, Melly. Have a good evening. They are finger and rounded prong set. I don't think you're going to see something like this no matter 50s or 20s very often. So they deserve some time. They deserve to have some time taken. And yeah, so they're going to go with my Greyhound. And I'm going to pop for the Presidium. I've been saying this forever, but this weekend. So I'll have it by the end of next week. And then I'm going to test for gold and whatnot. Melly, love you. Whatever you're eating, eat it with gusto. Okay, let's get through the rest of these brooches quicker. Some of them are like whatever. And then I'm going to do buy it now earrings. I'm doing this because the next many days, I'm not even quite sure what my schedule is going to look like on YouTube starting next week, but I'll let you know. Okay, I'll let everyone know. All right, now 8 bow. This is a very nice unsigned. Again, it's got that nice quality of rhinestone inset. Unsigned, probably 70s. Although, well, no, the pin back is out. It's 60s. It's a 60s. It's a large one. It's probably about 2 and something inches long and in diameter. Buy it now for 8. Gold tone. The pin back comes out right to there. You can see it. $8. And no, there is no name. That's a good one, though. Boom. Okay. Moving on. I'm going to go through some of these fast. Okay. Starting bid. Yeah, this is what this is. Yeah. Let me get this typed in. I see you, Ivy. So I got the price coming up, but let me do a sold to Ivy. Thank you, Ivy. And hello, Ivy. How are you? Hi, Ivy. Boom. Thank you, Ivy. Oh, Ivy. Honey, did you get the invoice? I fortunately for you and a couple other people, I haven't gone to the I don't have your name here. I don't have I didn't get to the post office. I'm doing so many things. So it's sitting right here. And yeah. Hi, Ivy. Excellent. Okay, thank you, honey. It was kind of more of a reminder of check your email. People need to remind me. There are some big resellers out there. Even if you're another reseller and you're in their group, you don't pay your invoice within like a day or two. They freak out. So I do not freak out. I just want to I do not freak out. I just want to be able to have everything paid within that 4 or 5 day window and then get everything to the post office all at once so that someone doesn't get caught up in like a huge lag. That's all. And that is not to you personally, Ivy. No, not at all. This happens with a lot of people. This is not you personally. I would never do that. I don't call people out, like you're a bad person. Nope. Okay, let's do this cute little guy. Let's do it. This is a penguin. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, nice. Okay. Don't panic. I'm not I don't call people out like that. Let's do him here. He's so fun. And I'm spelling him wrong. Ivy, I'm glad you find me relaxing. Most of the time, I'm pretty relaxed. Most of the time, I'm pretty happy and I have a good time. He is actually an older guy. He is actually an older penguin. Look at that. Not signed. And he's not a Temu repop. He's not. Because they're getting really good at it, but I can tell the difference. Look at this penguin. Oh my Lord. Everyone who, likes animals and, any kind of David Attenborough type of thing, I hope by now you've seen the whole documentary. I think it was his voice, but I'm not sure. With the penguins in Antarctica. Oh my gosh. I mean, I already adored them. That made me adore it even more. Black enamel over gold tone raised bumps to give it textured with these rhinestone eye, gold beak. Oh my Lord, look at these feet. He's just waddling over to you saying, hello, take me home. Anybody in there? Let's see, how can I do this? Anybody in there? Wait a minute, I got to get it right. Every time I move, it's wrong. Why is that happening? That's so weird. When I get close to the camera, it makes it go down instead of up. I can't do it. That is so weird. When I get close to the camera, it takes it out of the screen down at the bottom, no matter what I do. Hello. Hi. Anybody? Anybody want me? Oh my God, he's so cute. He does have a something there, but I can't imagine what the heck it is. It's not a name. Oh my God. I would love to see these on their island in Antarctica, like in person, but there's no way in hell I'm going on a boat through that ice in that freezing weather. Not going to happen. He's 1.5 inches long. Yeah, he even has wear to some of the color on his feet. So he's not a repop because they're getting good at it. And he is 3/4 of an inch wide. And he wants you to take him home. 16, is he house trained? He is house trained. Okay, I'm going to do a price drop and then I'm going to move on. You can tell me later or now. To 15, if that makes a difference. That's only $1, but that's the best I can do. I don't do recaps. So if anyone's come in late and you think you might be interested, you can watch the short of the brooches, and it's 2 minutes long, and then come back and drop in the chat one you saw that you think you're interested in, and we can go back and find the price. Or you can go back and then do double time here and, see what's going on. This is a good one. I was thinking this was 70s bicentennial. It's older than that. And I'm not sure. I mean, yeah, red, white, and blue. This is it. And they are glass. Okay. Okay. Buy it now. This is a really cool one. And it's 60s. Buy it now. 15. Here's the back. I've been hanging out with this for a while. Look at how good this is for the rhinestones. There's that older class construction, typical 60s and earlier. Turn of the century, it would be a little more clumsy. No name, flagpole. This is just a metal wraparound. I guess it's the rope. It's supposed to be the rope. And look at that. Those are glass. Blue and purple rhinestones was always harder to find color. It's harder to make, especially purple. So where'd the holder go? So whenever you see purple, pay attention. It's just a harder chemical composition to make. We are in our 250th anniversary, but I don't care about that so much as I just care about the artisan work on this piece. And look at how it sparkles. Whoosh, whoosh, sparkle, sparkle. And it's a big one. I'm not going to measure it, but I'm going to wager it's like 1.5 inches long and probably 1 inch to 1.5 inches across. And it does, it sparkles. Ooh, look at the red. Okay, so I'm just going to do this real quick and then we're going to move on. Does it glow? No, just purple. The red was making me, the way it shined, it made me feel like maybe there was cadmium, but it's just purples. Purples, which is what the UV light is. Okay, going in a bag, going down. It's going down now. I put this in here. Okay, I've got several more brooches, and then I'm going to do the earrings, and the earrings are going to be wham bam, $3. You either want them or you don't, and then they're going to eBay or Jewelry Jars. This is, I believe, the last one of these I have. Brooches made from shells? Yes, absolutely. But that's a whole, I have to keep moving. Copper brooch in Renoir. Yes, because New Zealand, here on the East Coast, West Coast, shell art. So the answer would definitely be a yes. This is that Renoir style, 1950s. It is a rollover clasp. And I've had this since I sold on eBay. I can't believe it's not signed Renoir, because this is a Renoir design. That kind of boomerang MCM thing. 100% Renoir. It is not signed. And to my knowledge, there is no unsigned Renoir out there. So I could be wrong. Yeah, I think I've even showed some shell brooches. I think. Yeah. This is, I honestly, take a screenshot of this, and you know what's going to pull up is Renoir. I've had Renoir bracelets. I've had Renoir brooches with this exact earrings, clip-ons with this exact style. So but I don't think there's anything out there that's like this, that's an unsigned piece. So it started at 28. I'll do a price drop of 26 for this sale for right now. And moving on. And that was hard for me. I've had this piece for 30 years or something. Yeah. Oh, totally, Heidi. I see that. I totally see that. This is a $5 buy it now crown. This piece, here's the back. This is acrylic. It is a really pretty relief pink cameo. It is right facing. It is very pretty. It does have rhinestones on the top inset and on the bottom that are a bead coating. You see that? Just slightly. But what I want to say about this is I believe that this is modern repro. Do I think it's Temu? I'm not sure. I don't think it's Temu, but I do think it's, I don't know, a Claire's, a Forever 21. She's beautiful. I mean, she's beautiful. She would match what I'm wearing brilliantly. But she's not vintage. Oh, I put up a crown. Why am I bringing her? Okay, she's $5 as well. Good Lord, what am I doing? Okay, this is vintage. Yes, the Bridgerton. Oh my God, how salacious is that? You know what I love about Bridgerton? So the salaciousness is like, okay, whatever, that's interesting. But the fact that, they highlight women of color being in charge, being the top, being the royalty. I mean, hands up. Yeah. Forever 21. Yeah. So this is the crown. I'm so sorry. I don't know how I did that. This is $5. And it's just a nice, 19, end of the 1960s, maybe beginning of the 50s. Unsigned crown. Brooch. Boom. Okay. And so this is the same thing. Yeah. Well, I watch Bridgerton. I watch all those shows for the historic details. But in terms of Bridgerton in particular, there actually were in Europe people who are not white skinned who held high positions in the courts and who were royalty. I mean, that's a true thing. So, and in Africa, okay, yeah, royalty. So I really appreciate that happened. Possibly Ivy. This is a Monet, probably from the 90s. That would be really interesting. What would I be, like a handmaiden or following someone around? So this starts at 18. It is Monet. It is 90s, maybe late 80s. And they always did their stuff in a vintage style. But you can just tell. I it doesn't matter. I paid more than that for this, but there you are. It's a beautiful piece. Look at it. It is a beautiful, and it is raised up. Those are glass rhinestones on this vine going in like a meditative path, swirling, right? Burgundies, blues, and like a peridot green. It's about almost 2 inches in diameter. And $18 is, I paid more than that because they still have value. It's really nice piece. And I do see you, Ivy. She's a really pretty cameo. So there you go. And this too, this is going to wind up elsewhere. Okay, Ivy. Thank you, Heidi. Thank you. I appreciate it. To Ivy, pink cameo. I think she's lovely. So, and, I appreciate it, and I appreciate people being here, giving me a thumbs up. I should find out if I'm at 20 because I'm supposed to do a giveaway. I say this, and I will always do this no matter what. I bring high end, and I bring the lower end, and sometimes it's modern on the lower end, and sometimes it's not. Like that crown was $5. That's vintage. But I want to be able to bring stuff that's affordable for everyone. It's, I don't want to only have stuff that's $30, $40, $50. That's not fair. We don't all have a caviar budget. Okay, let me put this in Ivy's bag. Ivy, where's your bag? Here's Ivy's bag. You see 18? See 18, Heidi? Oh. Well, I just need 2 more thumbs up, and I'll do a giveaway, y'all. And I think I know exactly what I want to give away at this point. So, 2 more thumbs up. Heidi, keep an eye on it. Should be easy to get 2 more thumbs up. That should not be a problem. Okay. This is assigned. Who is it? These are stuff I have, seriously, I don't know how I have not bought brooches other than just here or there, a couple, in so long. It's weird. How interesting. It's an Avon, which, Avon's trending hard. It's come right back. Fact of the matter is that could be gold plated, because a lot of Avon this era is gold plated. This is like a 1970s, 80s. I did not test it. So there you go. 14 Avon. I'm going to call it a flower. It's really well made. Nice. I'm glad you like it, Ivy. So this is $14 start. It is an Avon. And this is like, you can actually, it's a little older. I can feel the pin. So this is 70s. But this Avon worked with high-end designers. It is coming back. It's trending hard. And look at how pretty this is. And I've had Avon lately. When you test it, it's plated in 14 to 18 karat. Now, that's just plated. I mean, whatever. But it does explain how it's so shiny. But I did not test it. This is a really nice piece. Oh, Ivy's in. This is really pretty. Ivy's in 14. Ivy's got some style. Hi, Cat. Hi, honey. How's it going? I just need 2 more thumbs up to do a giveaway. Then I'm almost done with brooches, and we're going to do the earrings that are the brushed, enameled, pierced, super quick buy it nows, and they either go or they don't. Anyone else for 15? Did you miss? You did. You missed a penguin, but did I get the penguin from you? I don't know. Fair warning, y'all. Thank you. Well, we may be, last call. I got to move it. I've got so much to do this weekend. It's ridiculous. Okay, 15 or higher, and I did not test it, but that doesn't mean it is 14, or it doesn't mean that. I'm just saying I've been running into that lately. Thank you, Ivy. Ivy knows what she's doing. Ivy, thank you so much. You have a good eye, Ivy. Heidi, thank you. I know I'm going a little bit longer today, but I also started at 2 because I looked at that schedule, and there was originally a reason why I started at 3 on Fridays, and I don't know what that reason was. I think it had to do with someone else being on or whatever, and now that's not the case. So I was like, why don't I just start at 2? So there you go. Oh, okay. Okay, Kat. I mean, I can show you the penguin. Where'd he go? I don't know. Did I get this adorable dude from you? I don't know. But I love him. I don't remember. Good, Heidi. I don't remember either. And don't remember what I started him at. And then I think I did a price drop. Don't know. 15? Not sure. Okay. Let's do this right quick. Starting bid. This is a beautiful brooch of 17. It does test. It is maybe plated. 14K. I think it's a lily. So we'll just put that over there for a minute to get rid of that. I did test it. It does. There. This is the back. Unclear about this. I'm thinking leaving the 70s, going into the 80s, but not entirely sure. Noelle is here, right? I know. It's amazing. I didn't. Apparently, she's lurked for a while because I used to see her all the time, and then I didn't. And then I'm like, then she came in, and I was like, what? Noelle, what's going on? I love this. And these are just loose, set in here. I'm calling it a lily and then wrapped. It's really, look at that. It's really, really a nice piece. And I tested it and it held up to 14K. I mean, it never dissolved. So, don't know. And it's meant to be worn like this. So, I could see it like that, but I could see it right here. Yeah, really pretty. I'll tell you how long it is and I'll keep moving on. Thank you, Kat. This is a really beautiful one. And I was like, it looks like gold, but it doesn't look like gold, but I'm going to test it. And yeah, so I'm starting to get a handle on that. And that's a new thing for me. So that was cool. It is 3¼ inches long. That's a pretty long one. And I think it's a cattleya. That's what I think. And it's 3/4 inch wide at its widest. Yep, you're a lurker. Noelle is a lurker. So it's a really awesome design. And I think the price I'm asking for plated gold is a very, very reasonable. Very, very reasonable. Right. A cat, I haven't been, right. See, I haven't been on IG like in forever. Every once in a while I go over there and it's just like, what's going on over here? And people are still following me. And I'm like, wow, Okay. Last few brooches. Some of this is high end and like this. This is how much? Okay. Isn't this a God bless America? The name. Oh, stop. It's teeny tiny right when I want to move fast. It is. Oh no, stop it. This is a really good one. Okay, I say this as tortellini, but it's not tortellini. So, but it's similar to that word. I don't know if that's going to help at all. Torta something. It's a high end costume jewelry maker. This is on copper. It is both a pendant and a brooch. I don't know. Maybe it's like a copper brass. It's a little hard to understand. 1960s, 1950s. See the pin back? It's about 2.5 inches long, and it is going to be a starting bid of, I think it's like a brass copper. It's hard to tell. Torta, dang it, I wish I could remember the name. It is Lini. It's like an Italian. I don't even know if that's actually correct, y'all. Okay. So I think that's brass, not copper. It's not really, I mean, here's the copper. So it's not copper. So it must be brass. But so in the way this pin is, so here is where you would hang it on your necklace, right? And these are pine cones. And so I guess that's fir tree, and then it's got that deliberate darkening, Japanning look underneath it, because those are raised up. And, I would think this, and it's even got etching in here for the leaves. I would think that, no, I lost what I was saying. I would think that this was maple leaves, but maples do not have pine cones. Now, maybe that's the budding of their flowers. I don't know. Now, the way the pin is on here makes one think that it should be like this with this. So that's possible. But I like the notion it's very dimensional, which gives it all that movement. And it's huge. I like the fact that I can take it and flip it over and wear it as a pendant. So, oh, cat. Cat is in at 33. Cat, do you know how to spell the name of what I'm saying? Is that right? They're an Italian. There's so many immigrants who came over and, had been in the jewelry trade forever. Don't remember. So let me do fair warning. Someone would have to come in at 35 or higher. There you go with an A. Tortolani. Thank you. Because I knew I need new glasses. And then with that loop, I'm like, there's no way. So 35 or higher right now, because I'm going to go through the necklaces. Thank you. Yeah, I saw that. Thank you. I appreciate that, Kat, because I was like, that's not right. Yay. Tortolani. Hands up. Thank you. This is beautiful. And like I say, see on the back, it's darker like a copper, but then on the front, it seems like brass. So I don't know, but I love this. I've had it for quite a while. So I'm glad it's going to you, Kat. And I've had it for quite a while. Is this pin? What's your problem, Pen? There you go. 33. Cat. Thank you, Cat. Tortolani. Not tortellini. That's like a food. Oh, boy. Okay. Cat. Let's do this. Cat. And it said sold to Cat. There you go. Good, Cat. How's everything going, honey? How's the heat? The heat here is in the 90s today, and over the weekend we're going to be under heat advisory, which I think is going to go up to actual heat warning. It's crazy. It's just crazy. It says gold-plated leaf on pewter in my notes. Gold-plated leaf on pewter. So it might actually be gold-plated. 1960s. I don't know. 105. No. Hard pass. Do I have 20 thumbs up yet? Can I do a giveaway? If I have 19, 105. I mean, you can't even go out. I mean, maybe you have to the store or whatever, but I'm here to tell you, no. Oh, good Lord, that's just unfair and unnecessary. Okay, this is going to be a buy it now. Still 18, 24. Well, Cat sees 24. Okay, I can do a giveaway then. This is going to be a buy it now. It's unsigned, but it's got a beautiful double flower, high domed tab, probably 60s, because it's that's what I'm assuming. Of 19. Double. So I'm going to do a giveaway in a minute. Double flower brooch. This is gorgeous. Oh, excellent. Okay. Buy it now, 19. This. And what I'm learning is I presume that this stuff is, always just costume. And I'm finding out that's not true. So I need to, 90s and rain, Angelica, yuck. Oh, South Carolina. Honey, was born in North Carolina. And my aunt and uncle owned restaurants and lived in Myrtle Beach for a while when I was, like 18, 19. And I was born in Chapel Hill. So, 60s. Look at the front. But I've been learning that I need to stop dismissing this as just plain costume and do a scratch test, because after discovering that so much of the Avon in the 70s and 80s is actually gold plated. Now, I didn't do that with this piece, but I need to start paying attention. And most of it is not going to be. Most of it is not going to be. But some of it is. Look at that. I just think it's beautiful. So, and it's big. This is big. This is like a year-round big. Native girl. Yeah, my whole family's back there. Hi, PayPal. My whole mother's family is back there. My father was an only child. He was born in Trenton, New Jersey. So yeah, the only family that I have left is my mom's youngest sister. She had 3 siblings, so there were 4 altogether. And my cousins, they're all in the triangle. So 2 inches in diameter, and the cab sits up a quarter of an inch. It's a beautiful piece. It's heavy. It's beautiful. So was a buy it now. And it's going right over to my other platforms. Yep. Okay. So let's do a giveaway. And I know exactly what I'm giving away. I know where that is. Oh, it's almost 2 p.m. Oh, so it's not. God, Heidi, I was thinking it's like 4 and 5 in the morning. Ugh. Do I have any other autumn leaves? Oh, ivy. No, not sitting right here, but that is a good question. I mean, well, I don't know. This really large. It's I think 3 to 3.5 inches that I brought up. It is I think it's right at the end of the 60s. It's a really huge. That's perfect. Okay. Well, let's do the giveaway, and then if someone after that can search for what this price was. Because the only other thing is this, and that's Damascene, and it actually tests, it's got definite. Damascene is a mixture of metals, a mixture of alloys, but this does test sterling. So, okay. So, but let's do the giveaway. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to give away this 90s Monet brooch. Okay. So I am going to write down okay. So it is a type of a bird. Go. I'll tell you when you get there. If you want that Monet brooch for free and you've purchased from me, or if you want to pay shipping, you can play. It's a type of bird. You got to, and if nobody wants the Monet brooch, then we'll just move on. Oh my gosh, Ivy. Water just got on my computer. that was a hint. I can't believe that. So close. So close. So close. Oh, I can see why we got Raven in there. So close, y'all. Because that would be what you would think of in the South, a blue jay. What's the other name? Blue jay and a cat. I was trying to help y'all. Cat got it. Blue bird. Congratulations, Cat. I mean, I almost gave it to Ivy because that was so close. So close. But I was like, I said, it wouldn't be fair. Congratulations, Cat. This is beautiful. Those are glass. When you get this, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. I've had it for a long time, and it the retail resale value is pretty high. It's a 90s, but yay, good for you. Okay, so now Ivy, it's beautiful. Big brooch, $17. So Ivy, you were so blue jay is what would be the southern bird here, or the eastern bird. Eastern. I'm a birder. So here on the West Coast, it's a blue bird. So Ivy, this large brooch is 17. 17. If you want it, you need to type in 17. It's got a lot of dimension. It reminds me, I have a butterfly wall of the metal butterflies, or those like metal MCM wall hangings with all that dimension, and it's heavy. That's what it reminds me of. 17. There you go. It's got to be like a coat pin. There you go. It's yours, honey. It's really nice. Excellent. Okay, Ivy, it's yours. Yep, PayPal. Here you come, Ivy. Thank you for asking, Ivy. Multi-layered leaf brooch. It's a good one. It really is. I've had it a while. It's a good one. Thank you, Ivy. Okay. Making a new paper here. Sorry. Goodbye, Ivy. There you go. Ivy. Ivy has a bag. Ivy's cleaning up on brooches. Okay. Now, so I have just a couple more brooches, and then I'm going to do, like I said, boom, boom, boom on the earrings. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, boom. Buy it now, and you either are there or you're not, and I'm not going backwards. Once I get to those earrings, I'm not going to go backwards in time. So you'll have to send me an email, say something in the comments. I can't go back. It's going to be fast and furious, everyone. Okay? Fast and furious. Period. This is beautiful. Okay, here you go. This is starting bit because I have this weekend where I can rest my back, but I also have a lot to do, so I have to be mindful. This is a starting bid of 36. This is beautiful. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Ivy, maybe if you keep manifesting autumn, the heat will go away. Here's the back. I think this is a 50s one. None of the stones are open to the light, but it very much comes across as designer to me. So I'm just going to let you decide. It's really good. Even with it not being open for the light to come in, the shine on this is brilliant. And the rhinestones are gold, and on the edges is a light kind of topaz, almost orange, and then the middle is that dark brown topaz. And they stand up pretty high. It's big. It's a beautiful, beautiful butterfly. And on another platform, I think on eBay, I'll be listing this at about almost 50. Almost 50. Okay. No problem, Heidi. This is a long sale. 2.5 inches long and 2 inches wide. Yeah. You see how this is darker? And this is like a creamy gold. No stand up. And this is an interesting diamond cut one. Okay. That's fine. I can list it for 50. And I'm good with that. I am good with that. Where did all my bags go? Here you go. Here's a bag. Okay. It's pretty. Thank you, Kat. I like it. I like it. I appreciate you saying that. Yeah, Ivy, keep manifesting autumn, please. Let's do the Damascene. That does test sterling. So they are a mixture of alloys, but they are also vermeil. And this one is lovely. And it is all of that. Despite that, I'm only asking 26 for the Damascene, which I always spell wrong, flower. It's got the most beautiful work. It's an older one. 26 starting bid. Here is the back. You can see that older clasp. This one, it's not stamped with anything. This one is hard for me to say if it's a 1960s or if this is actually a much older one. And I have to say the detail in this one makes me really think this is actually an older one. And I'll tell you why. So that's Damascene, right? Oops, sorry. See all the different colors and the scroll work. This is also Damascene. And it's also very complex. But this is more typical of what you're going to find starting in your 1950s, 1960s Damascene work. Not this. This is stunning. This is stunning. Oh, what are you doing with your kitty? You're trying to feed your unruly kitten. Yeah, I can only imagine. And the pin back is set in such a way that you can wear it like this, which I really like that because it goes down and then back up, and that stands up, and it really does swirl. Or you can wear it like this, which I don't really like that. Or you can do what they probably intended, which is straight up and down. But this thing has movement and presence. This is like a, here I am. Look, take a screenshot of this. Take a screenshot. Started at 26, and I will not drop it. So there you go. Okay. This is an antique. And I've dropped it by $5, but it's a Evil Eye Ward Victorian or earlier banded agate 14K brooch. This is what this is. And I saw a flash of pink, similar to what you would see in antique milk glass. Got some cadmium in it. The first time I showed it, but I cannot recreate that in the sunlight. So that leaves me unsure, because if this is a fire or an iris agate, they're worth a ton of money. See the bands? So Queen Victoria made these popular and then everyone who, could afford them started wearing them. It is a simple rollover. This tested 14K. I did not test higher. And I had a friend who said, well, check if it's plated. I don't know how to check if it's plated or not, but it's such, the pin back doesn't have any gold on it. It's thick. It's such a thin band that, but yeah, I don't know. I just don't know. And like there's a slight bit where the seam comes together, discoloration, but that's normal in the soldering process. So there you are. Look at the front. Now, see, that's what I'm talking about. Do you see the color down there? It is highly probable that this is a lower quality iris or fire agate, in which case this is worth, in the current market, a couple $100. See that? In the current market, a couple $100, but just 6 months ago, these are collectors. These are highly prized collectible item. And I've had this forever, and I had no idea what I had until I picked it up to put it in a sale. And then I started doing research, and I was like, holy bejesus, what is going on? I didn't even realize it was antique. I didn't realize it was gold. And see that flash of color? I really think this is a couple $100 brooch. This is true history. If you want your history, this is that. This is that. It's worth every penny. Look them up online. It's 2 inches long and 3/4 of an inch wide, and a little over a quarter of an inch tall. And I won't be bringing this back. This is the last time because I'm going to take photos and put it on eBay with a starting, lowest acceptable price and do an auction. It's not coming back. So if someone sees it and you think about it, let me know. Okay, this is the last brooch, and then we're flying through the earrings. Flying through. Oh, Mellie's eating dinner, but Mellie and I have talked about this. And when she heard what it probably was, she was like, don't sell that. Yeah. It's like, don't sell that. I mean, like as in it has a lot of value. It's fairly rare. Keep it, especially if it's iris or fire. So there you go. So this is gonna be, I'm gonna be nice and not make much money, but just see if, yeah. Starting bid at 47. I think I'm pretty much breaking even, but that's okay. Vintage, emerald, green, and blue AB. This is beautiful. And yeah, this is about what I paid for it. Starts at 47. It's a 12 pointed 1950s star. It's got the swedge. None of the stones are open. It does have a little bit potentially of, a figure eight style. I don't know. I cannot. There's so much green in here, but then there's also the blue ABs, and it's so well done. 12 points. I cannot make a determination as to designer, but I can tell you brooches like this are now trending hard and heavy, and online I'd be listing this at $75, maybe $80. So these are lighter green in the middle. These all stand up really high, and these are blue AB. Like the gold, because it's on gold, it's picking up a lot of gold color, but they're blue, and it is 12 points. It's huge. And that's another part of, it's huge. And it sparkles. This is like royalty. And then we're going to do the earrings. I bought this yesterday as an example. See, look at how the ABs just go to town. And I'm away from the light now. It is, and then we're going to slam through earrings, y'all. Slam through. 2.5 inches in diameter. Yeah, it's a really nice one. It's, yep, cat and her animals. We have the same thing. My daughter was forever saving animals, and yeah. We get mice because I live in the middle of nowhere in fields. There's, not much we can do about it. But we don't want to live with them, so we're doing our best to deal with them, but we don't murder them because we can't bring ourselves to do that. So we trap them and walk them away from the house, and it's a whole thing. Okay, so I'm going to take a drink of water. Everyone ready to slam through some buy it now $3 earrings? Some may be 4. I know that I sorted this box out in such a way that, and I'm not going to take them out of their bag all the way, but I sorted all this inventory that I got into boxes, into the smaller boxes within the boxes, with like items, okay? So, this one happens to be a pair of clip-ons. They are white cream with double hearts, and we're going to do this seriously. These are clip-ons, and I'm not taking them out of the bag, but you will clearly see what's going on. There you go, $3. They are clip-ons. These are all 1960s, 1970s. These are probably, a little over an inch and a half long. Gold tone. They're very nice. I just don't want to take them out of the bag because I'm doing Fast and Furious. And I can do jewelry jars with these all day long. And if I start taking them out of the bag, we're going to get lost real quick. Okay, these are nice. These are post back. Those ones were clip, cat. Those ones were clip on. These are pierced. And these are, buy it now, 3 gold, and they're enameled. I think almost all of these are enameled, or the kind of brushed on soft enamel, if you will. These are pierced. And I think these are fabulous. There's the red enamel with that brushed gold. Very 1970s. Again, this is how they hang. So they must be, this is how they hang. Hold on. Nope, there you go. Yep, red. These are nice. These would be great at Christmas, but just great, period. Okay. I'm just going to leave that price up unless I want to change it. I love these. Oh, my God. So these are those half hoops. These are those half hoops. These are like almost a blood red, or that fingernail polish red that all of our grandmas wore and I wore in the 70s. I love these. Pierced. Yeah, I just can't do the taking them out of the bag thing. These are probably a little more than half an inch. And they're all lightweight, and they are all that brushed on enamel. These are heavy. These are actually a buy it now of 4. These are solid, and they're just slightly heavy, and they're lever back. I love this shape. It always reminds me of the moon. These are great. These are good. Those were a buy it now 4. We'll leave that. These are pierced. I love these. This reminds me of seals. I don't know. It just reminds me of back in the day, unfortunately, when, I guess people still think this, I don't anymore, that like trained seals playing with, a ball was like cool. However, they also, just the color combos with the gold in the middle, these are really pretty, and they're hollow in the back. Calla Lily gold tone brooch price. Deborah, are you seriously asking me that? Lady? I love you, but I don't keep a spreadsheet. I don't know. $20. I don't remember because it's way back up there. It is. It's definitely at least 14 karat gold plated. 20, or you can find it. I don't, and leave it in the comments. I'm sorry, honey. I don't write that out. I have so much chronic pain and I try so hard to still be responsible. And if I did like a whole spreadsheet and I did like, these are brooches I've had for so long that I don't have the piece of paper with the research, with the what I paid and the starting bid, which all my newer inventory has, but that stuff does not. So since it didn't, I didn't write it down when I put it in the bag. I'm sorry. Definitely not 14. 17, that's fine, but definitely not 14. Not with gold plate. So 17. Yeah, that sounds good. That sounds fine. See, I was just like, okay, Deborah. Thank you. Thank you, Heidi. I literally, yeah, all my, in the last 3 months, everything I get in, it takes me forever to unpack because I research right away. I write down notes. I write down what I paid and what I want to start it at, or if it's a buy it now, put it in a bag and keep it together. But I've had some of this so long that, thank you, that I just didn't. So my bad. I'm sorry. And I wasn't trying to overcharge you at all. I just was like, what came into my mind was, 20. I don't know. And I might have done a price drop. I don't even know. Okay. And you are speaking of this one, right? I love this. You are speaking of this. This is so, I just want to double check. So say yes or no for me. Because I love this. I've had this quite a while and I never checked if it was gold filled. I just threw it in a box. It's been in a box for a long time. So Deborah, tell me for sure this is the one you want, honey. I'm going to take a sip of water. I want to get through the earrings. Deborah, this is it. Last time. I don't want to put the wrong brooch. I mean, it's the only one I called a lily, but okay. Hands up. Thank you, honey. No. Thank you. I know I was rushing you. I apologize. I just I usually don't sit this long for sales anymore. And so it's just like, I'm in a hurry. But that's not fair to you because maybe you're not in a hurry. And you're doing something and you can't get right back to the the thing, man. Okay. Buy it now at 3. We're back to this. Pierced. And this has double. So for whatever reason, they have the plastic along with the actual metal post backs. Oh, that's okay. No problem. And I love their pink, brushed enamel pink with like this, I don't know, interesting shape. I think they're fantastic. And what I really like about these 60s and 70s earrings like this is they're super light. I appreciate you too. They're super light. And this would go great with what I'm wearing. And excuse me. Oh, Cat is in at 3. I was just thinking I really like this with this shirt. So maybe I won't sell it. So much for that idea. So much for that idea. Great minds. Yeah, it goes with my shirt. Thank you, Kat. Where's Cat's bag? Cat's got a bag, and Cat's got a bag. This is Cat's bag. Cat, I'm so glad you won that Monet pin. Oh, and that reminds you of the Star Trek logo. I could see that. Okay, let's leave it at buy it now for $3. So buy it now for $3. These are pierced. They have their original backs. Look at that. You can tell because they're ruffled with the plastic to hold it on. And they are black with swirled gold. Black enamel with swirled gold. Hollow squares. I think these are cool. These could be punk, these could be rock, and these could be just elegant for an event. Lightweight. Those are cool. Those are fun. $3 right now. And again, I'm pretty sure we all saw these, right? I'm surprised no one popped for these. I may keep those. Ooh. Let me see, because there's a couple I want to do for $4. I'm just going to hold them to the end. Okay, these are teeny tiny pierced yellow. And these, if you notice, these are raised. So the brushed in enamel is inset and the gold is raised. They're about a 1/2 inch across, and it's like a mustard yellow. And I got to tell you, I always thought that was a weird color, but I actually wear that color now. And again, they have the same thing. And they're actually really pretty. This is a great color. It would go really good with all the colors I'm wearing right now. Simple, super lightweight, $3. All of this is going to go in jewelry jars. Now, these, yeah, I had this horoscope thing read, my chart done when I was 12, and the lady said all this stuff. But one of the things she said was, her best colors that she should wear would be yellow and orange. And I was like, ugh, And then I wound up following a woman who's, from India, Hindu, and my parents have always been Buddhist, and their colors are orange and yellow. And I'm like, okay, who knew? So this is this mauve, like really more like a lavender, open, 3/4 hoops. They're a little heavy. These are heavier than some of the others. Pierced. Beautiful color. Again, it would totally go with what I'm wearing. Classic 60s. Think of your mom. This is classic earrings. I am so surprised none of y'all are biting. These are classic. Okay, those are going to be at the end. Those are going to be at the end over there. I'm almost done with the earrings. We're almost done for the night. Those are actually going to be that. And these, stop. Stay there. Why can't you just stay there, earrings? They don't want to behave. Okay, $3. These are, I think these are actually 1950s. They remind me very much, they're pierced. They remind me very much of Trifari. Trifari did some white enameled jewelry pieces with a very similar design, but these are not signed. And I love the drop on there, and then they have that raised little ball. And they, of course, move. Movement is important to me. And they're just simple but glorious. Pierced. Pamela. Hi, Pamela. Well, Pamela, you want a pair of earrings? Hi, honey. How are you? Dangle Cream. Tardy to the party, Pamela. Were you here yesterday when I had to do my whole speech? That's how I was feeling. I'm not going to apologize, but that was a lot. I know. Cream Dangle. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. Pamela needs a bag. Pamela doesn't have a bag. And this is the end of week 1 of my 2-week Build-A-Box. And I do not know. I will be working real hard on finishing things up, and I do not know what my schedule is going to be next week. I will get it out Monday. Thank you, Pamela. So on the back of this, it says Crowley's. That is very interesting. These are clip-ons. These are, a leaf raised. They are clip-ons. How interesting. I have no idea if that's the original. Oh, and they have those. I don't know that that's the original. They have those comfort things in. And all you do is just do this. I'm taking them out right now. Those were someone else's rubber things that, to make them comfortable. Gone, gone, gone. And these will just go in jewelry jars. So there's a lot of brooches left, Pamela. You might want to do a real quick thing because I'm almost done. And all these earrings, except the ones I keep for myself to wear, and there's a couple pairs, are going to wind up on eBay in jewelry lots. Okay, so there is 3 pairs at $4 and 1 pair at $2, and then I'm done. So if anyone wants to see what brooches are still available and are interested, now is the time because I'm done. I've way too long. I've been on way too long. But so these 3 pairs are buy it now for $4. These are pierced. These might be 80s, and I love them. One is upside down currently. Boom, let's fix that. That is meant to be 4 hearts surrounded by the gold tone, and they have the whitewash in them. So they are a type of enameling, but it's different. And then blue, green, purple, like a peacock, right? They are hollow, but they're a slightly heavier than the other ones. But again, these are pretty cool. I don't know. I might keep these as well. Okay. These, you want another Star Trek symbol? Ivy. There you go. Looks like they have backs with a, I don't know. People do this. It's like extra whatever. I think it's unnecessary. I love, so again, this is that type of like foiled enamel, right? It's like foil under a clear coat with gold tone. But it is, yeah, I love, that's foil. The hearts were not foil. That's really cool. There you go, year round. Beautiful. Yep, more Star Trek. Buy it now for $4. Okay, and this is the last pair of buy it now for $4. And these are like right at the 6. Oh, Cat. These are this. Thank you, Cat. These are right. I love those. Sold to Cat. $4. Green foil. Those are really cool, Cat. Thank you. And thank you, Heidi. Thank you, Heidi, for being here for so long. My gosh. Thank you. My gosh. Cat's bag. That's not Cat's bag. Cat has a big bag. Cat has a big bag. They are fun. They are really fun. So you're a Trekkie. You're a Trekkie. Okay. So this is the last pair. Buy it now for $4. And the reason these are like 1960s. These remind me of what my best friend's mother, who had a huge bouffant and hairspray and makeup and hair pieces and perfect pantsuits with matching purses for days, Mrs. Depew would wear in the 1960s. Yes, Ivy, the bears better stay the heck out of my way. I'm on a roll. These are so cool. They're cream and black pierced, look like they're gold tone, look like they're interlocking, almost like a figure 8 or infinity, but not quite. Probably half an inch. I love them. I don't know. It's probably the design. Yeah, I grew up on Star Trek. The television. The movies, out. Refused to do that. I was not standing in line. I've never seen them. Well, Star Wars, that's Star Wars. Different thing. But I was just like, yeah, no. So I love these. You either do or you don't. But this just reminds me of bouffant hair. Okay. So last pair, buy it now, $2, and that's it. The sale is done. You will have to drop in the comments or email me. I'll put in my jot form one last time. Register if you haven't, and you'll have to email me that you're interested. So these are interesting. I've never seen anything like this. They are white and they are enameled and braided, but it's super, super thick. I can't explain it. The paint, it's so thick. It's really interesting. And they're very cool hoops. These are definitely 60s, not 70s. Or moving right from the 60s to the 70s. Yep. Okay. Well, there you go. Hands up. Hands up. Went through a whole box that I sorted of that. Okay. Thank you, everyone. I am so... Oh, cat. I love them too. I was like, but then I was like, I don't know. I'm so weird. Probably no one else does. So I'm going to offer them up for $2. Oh, no. I'm sorry. I hear a helicopter whenever... Cat. Yep. Whenever I hear a helicopter, I get lost because we need... if it's a serious emergency, you have to be airlifted out of here down to the Bay Area. And but it's going away. It's probably someone being airlifted from the coast. Thank you. And that was my last item. So that worked out really well. And they're really interesting. Twisted white hoops. Okay. Yay. So where did they go? Here they are. So I will... I'm so sorry. Everything will be shipped out Monday. That's my bad. I've just been trying to work with getting 2 other platforms up and running. Yesterday was a day for a lot of reasons. And I will post a thumbnail about... I'll post thumbnails because I'm not sure what day I'm going to be on. What day or days I'm going to be on next week. In fact, Monday I have an appointment. That doesn't matter. So I don't know. I'll post the thumbnails. I don't know about Tuesday and Thursday. Probably Thursday I won't be. I might sell on YouTube for now Tuesday and Friday. And as I move along, it might be that I only sell on Fridays on YouTube and spend Tuesdays listing and like Wednesday on Vamp, something like that. So thank you, everyone. I really appreciate you. I hope you have a fantastic weekend. I'm sure I'll see you in chats tomorrow. I'm going to go have dinner. I'm starving. Thank you all. Have a fantastic, fantastic life. I appreciate you. Heidi, I appreciate you. Yes, Heidi, I will send you an email. Okay? And get some sleep, honey. Whatever you need to do, try to get some sleep with your furry friends. And cat, give your kitten some love for me. Okay. Good night, everyone. See you soon.